What is going on, world? It's your boy Steve Dab 317 back with another reaction video. Now, listen, before I jump into this video, first and foremost, I want to thank each and every one of you who are still currently subscribed to this channel. I think it's I don't know, maybe like a little bit over 7,000 of you all. So greatly appreciate you. I realize I have not uploaded a video in probably about a year now. One of the things that I kind of mentioned in some of my other reaction videos was that each time I'm starting a new business, I kind of hit this point where my schedule's so busy. There's a lot of things I would love to do, but they just don't quite make my priority list. And unfortunately, YouTube has been one of those things. However, I have come out of retirement, at least for today, because I had something thrown across my plate. And this is a channel of Courtney Craft, and she just started a segment called Meals and Mortgages. So I wanted to go ahead and record my first reaction because, after all, this is a reaction channel. Although I predominantly react to music, I just love to react to things that occur in life in general. So I'll put a link down in the description. If you enjoyed this video, you can, hit subscribe and check it out for yourself. But with no further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Uh-oh, no, 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 no. You know what's really crazy about this whole audio thing? I was having this. Hold on, let's try this again.
Hey,
All
good
right.
evening,
I don't know
friends.
what that's all about.
There's a couple of you that totally know who I am, maybe even know what I'm about to say, what I'm about to do, and a couple of you that have really no idea what's going on. So my name is
Man, I forgot. Is it the cake?
Courtney.
Okay, all right. Listen, it's been long enough to where I forget my hotkey buttons to like pause the video and start it. But the first thing I noticed looks like she has a custom engraved cutting board with her initials on it.
I am
I look
a
at
loan
everything.
officer with Cross Country Mortgage.
There
So
you
my
go.
name is Courtney. I am a loan officer with Cross Country Mortgage. I'm a residential loan officer, so I work with home financing primarily. And I like to listen to a lot of podcasts, and I love just trying to find ways to distinguish myself in this industry. There's a lot of great loan officers out there, and so a lot of what I've always been told is like work into your personal branding, like do things that you're passionate about, and just connect that to your business.
All right, real quick, we're going to stop and we're going to touch bases on that really quick because if there are other people who are subscribed to this channel, one thing you are going to notice is that I'll probably start doing a lot more reactions towards investing, and not just investing like financially. I mean like investing in oneself. So like if you're running a business or thinking about running a business, there's a good chance a lot of my reactions going forward will be along those lines. Again, Courtney, like she just said, residential mortgage loan officer. So I like that she's kind of using this opportunity to show people like she's more than just a loan officer. I think sometimes we can look at people in different professions and like we only ever see them in that light. So it looks like in this video she's going to be kind of highlighting some cooking techniques or something. I'm also wondering what she's chopping up. Let's see.
Things that you're passionate about, and just connect that to your business. And so one thing that I've been toying around with is how do I integrate my personal life into my career? How do I connect the things that like make me me and the things I'm really passionate about and connect a little bit with you? And so I love camping, I love backpacking, I love fishing with my husband. He's a professional fly fishing guide.
Oh man, I listen, anybody who's been following this channel, as much as I hate interrupting people, definitely when we're talking in person, when it comes to these reaction videos, I love that I can just hit the pause button and say the things that come to mind immediately. She mentioned her husband and fly fishing. That's something that she had told me. I've got to figure out a way of getting out there with. Like, I don't know when it'll be, I don't know how, but I'm thinking once I figure out how to get out there, have him show me how to I don't know, is it even called casting or whatever it's called? Just allow him to show me how it's done, kind of learn the technique. I figure it'll be something super fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And real quick, I tied into this earlier in the video, but look, go ahead and hit that subscribe button on her channel. Give her channel a chance. Again, this is the first, I think this is her only video. Like she literally just uploaded. I got word that she uploaded. I'm like, I want to check this out so I can have the honor of being there at the very beginning of her journey and then just watching it grow over the years to come. Join me, right? Go over there, give her a quick subscribe, see how you like it. All right, back to fly fishing and everything else she has to say. Wrong button. There we
among
go.
many other things.
Man, I'm
And I thought
rusty.
that those things were just a tiny bit harder to weave into my business, but I also love cooking. And I cook my husband dinner almost every night. We're big
Nice.
foodies. There's not anything we don't like. So here I am. I'm chopping up Brussels sprouts. This is one of his favorites, one of our favorites too. And I'm going to just
Courtney, I've got to
incorporate
disagree with
in
you on
some
those.
capacity some mortgage related information while I'm doing this. And so this is my world. You're living in it. Yes, I've got my little pimple patches on. And I'm just going to prepare my dinner like I usually do and talk about something work related while I'm doing it. So shout out to a couple of different friends and people that have pushed me to do this and supported me and have been waiting for these videos to come out. I've been toying with this idea for a long time, so here it goes. I think that a lot of people understand the very first part of a mortgage is just kind of the application process and figuring out A, if you can get a mortgage, and then B, what is it? And in order to figure out if you can get a mortgage and what type of mortgage that's going to be, it's going to be with a pre-approval. Okay, but what is even a pre-approval? A pre-approval is the process of filling out an application and finding out how your characteristics of a buyer match up with the loan guidelines. And so we're looking at your credit report, your credit score, how you earn your income, how much income, and assets.
Hey, listen, if you're currently looking to purchase a home, or if you're thinking about purchasing a home, maybe that's one of your lifetime goals. Maybe you're not old enough to purchase a home yet, but hey, grab a piece of paper, take a few notes, right? This is information that has been consistent, I imagine, for years, and it's probably still going to be accurate and consistent for the remainder of my lifetime. So take some note. This is good info right here.
How you earn your income, how much income, and assets. It's all of those 5 attributes together that allow us to put together customized loan options. So I'm going to break those down just a little bit while I trim these Brussels sprouts. All right, credit report. I'm going to go a different route. Credit score. The first thing that we have to look at is a borrower's credit score, because it's your credit score that's going to open all of the loan programs for you. They all have a minimum credit score requirement. So in order to start piecing together which programs you can even utilize, we're going to pull your credit report and we're going to look at your credit score. So first thing, credit score. Second thing, credit report. The credit report tells us a lot of important information. That report's going to tell us how you've handled some of your debts in the past. It's going to show us what you've already signed up to pay. In order for me to figure out how much of a mortgage you can even take on, we have to figure out what are you already obligated to pay. So once I see the debts you've already had and how you've managed them in your score on that credit report, the next consideration is, where does your money come from? There's a lot of misconceptions, and maybe this is another video of like.
All right, really quick, I'm going to interrupt her here. So with me being a uh serialpreneur, as some people call it, like this is the part that's always the most uh I don't want to call it problematic, because I mean it's I totally get why it has to be done, but I just tend to have to jump through a lot of loops and provide multiple years of tax returns and things like that, as they're just verifying and making sure that everything that I say is coming in is actually coming in. I'm not like fudging the numbers and stuff like that. So I think by doing that, they're protecting themselves, but then they're also protecting me. So like I don't go get a mortgage for, I don't know, $50,000 a month or something, where I can't afford $50,000 a month. So it helps both of us.
What income is that, or what types of income we even consider. And so once we figure out all of the different sources that your income is coming from, then we're going to be able to figure out how much income, because that score is going to be able to open up which loan programs I'm going to look at. The loan programs all have different requirements on how we analyze and how we calculate that income. And then once we figure out where it's coming from, we're able to do a little bit of deeper diving and figure out how much money are you making on a monthly basis. Sometimes what you and I take home as consumers isn't exactly the same as what the loan guidelines say that you take home. And I know that sounds difficult, but if you have unique income, okay, we're going to go into it anyway. If you have unique income like commission, overtime, bonus, self-employed, maybe you're part-time, those types of incomes, they just require a little extra consideration to figure out what's consistent, what's guaranteed, what's for sure. So I'm going to pause on that real quickly because I want to show you I'm a big cast iron girly. I cook probably 90% of my meals in cast iron. We even have a griddle on our stove that's cast iron. We cook eggs on that every single morning. So you're going to see me use my cast iron a lot. All right, so back to this. After we figured out how much income you have, the next thing we're going to look at is assets.
You know what? And I cannot quite tell, but I wonder if that's one of those. I wonder if that's one of those slightly transparent tea kettles where like you can actually for like loose leaf with the I don't know what the correct term is. Anyway, I was looking at some the other day. Some they were just like clear glass or whatever. But I've gotten really big into drinking tea lately. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm just it's been a huge fascination. So anyways, that caught my eye. I'm still I don't know about Brussels sprouts. Hey, let me know down in the comments. Do you eat Brussels sprouts? Are you against them? Or are you on the fence? Like, and if you do eat them, how do you like to prepare them?
Assets, they aren't exactly the most.
I'll go back a few
how
seconds.
much income you have. The next thing we're gonna look at is assets. Assets, they aren't exactly the most important qualification of a borrower. It is important, but there are so many grant programs and assistant programs out there that I think that us loan officers have been given a lot of tools and loan programs that allow us to work with very little. So by far, the bigger qualifications of a borrower are going to come down to your credit score, the debts that you already have, and your income. People are mostly going to be limited on how much they can afford. Your biggest limitations are going to be your income and your credit score. Those are the two harder things to manipulate.
Shall I write that down? This is like mortgages demystified, all in a 6-7 minute video that I'm probably about to turn into like a 20-minute video because I love giving my 2 cents as I'm doing reaction videos, but I also don't want to use someone else's original content without adding my own commentary. And if you want to see this video without my interruptions, hit the link below and make sure when you're over there watching it, you subscribe to her channel.
We can find ways to manipulate assets with gifts, withdrawals from other savings accounts, investments, 401ks, things like that, grants. But it's really hard to just go to your boss and say, give me more money. I need to buy a bigger home, give me more money. And your credit, it's a lot slower to react. So you're not going to see your credit score come up as quickly as you want it to. So that's a couple of things there. That
I wonder what her middle name is.
Process of looking at your credit report, your credit score, employment, income, and assets, that's the pre-approval. Like, that's what it is. Those qualifications are going to allow us to piece together which loan programs you qualify for and then figure out how much of a home you can buy. All
right, wait, quick guess. My first guess for a middle name is Emily. My second guess is Aaron. Final answer. I'm strong on Emily. It may be Aaron, but I feel like I'm right with one of those. We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out.
I don't even know how much of a home you can buy until we look at each of those different things. And so it takes just like careful consideration. So that's kind of just where I wanted to start today. Maybe we'll pick up on the next step of the process or another guideline later on. But this is Courtney. This is my first meal on a mortgage.
What do you do with, like, I don't even know how to cook. Do you like take the whole skillet and put it inside the oven? Or Courtney, we've got, at least I do, I've got so many questions. Maybe you just pan fry them. I don't know. I've never been into Brussels sprouts. Maybe I haven't had the right person prepare Brussels sprouts for me. Man, I can't remember if I've ever had Brussels sprouts and enjoyed it. Anyways, hey, listen, I'm going to try to keep this video underneath 3 hours. Hey, appreciate you. Hey, again, everybody who stuck with me all this time, appreciate your support. This has been a heck of a journey. I'm still doing all right. I'm still alive. I'm still able to make videos, so I'm appreciative and thankful of that. Again, there will be a link down in the description if you want to go check out her channel. It's a brand new channel, but let's kick it off with a lot of support, right? It only takes a moment to go over, hit the subscribe button. Check out her first several videos. If you like it, stay there. If you don't, you can unsubscribe. That's fine. I'm sure people unsubscribe from my channel every day. In fact, I'm certain there are going to be some people who watch this video like I'm definitely unsubscribing. And that's okay. We've all got different interests. It's all good. Anyways, until next time, whenever that may be, thank you. And I'm signing out. Peace.